It goes without being said that as you do more sourcing for your Amazon business, you just naturally find more products and better products, right? But how do you find that very first product without hundreds of products in your catalog to learn from competitive sellers and really just the comfortability of where to look, right? So that first product is oftentimes the hardest. That's what we show you how to do in today's video. If we are just meeting though, my name is Garrett, seven-figure Amazon seller, showing you how you can make a living off of Amazon just as well. So without further ado, stick around and let's check out the video. When you're just getting started as an Amazon seller, sourcing is going to be hard, right? That's just kind of the natural progression, right? You don't have knowledge of and awareness of different Amazon sellers that you can leverage their storefronts as sort of a shortcut of sourcing. You don't necessarily know proven sources and all those sorts of things, right? Typically, as you progress as an Amazon seller, you just get better at looking in the right places, and that just increases your conversion of finding good products. But we're trying to replicate in today's video being freshly new as an Amazon seller, right? So without any awareness and knowledge of competitive sellers and sources and those sorts of things, right? So we're trying to mimic that and trying to mimic going about finding your first product as a new Amazon seller. And to do that, we're here in Keep a Product Finder. And the objective is we're trying to, keeping in mind, right, specific brands are owned by stores, right? So Sam's Club owns Member's Mark, Walmart owns Great Value, Home Depot owns Glacier Bay, and all those sorts of things, right? And so the theory is if we cater our search specifically to any of those brands that are owned by those stores, all right, and we cater that on Amazon, we will find Amazon listings where we know exactly where to buy them, right? So if we come up with a results page of only Great Value branded products, first and foremost, we can filter and qualify those products by just simply looking and going through the Amazon data. But secondly, and most importantly, we know exactly where to find them, again, making it more efficient and increasing our odds of success, right? Because the whole supply aspect of the equation is theoretically solved. We just need to make sure they're in stock and so on and so forth, right? And so to get started using Keep a Product Finder, we're just going to get going with just a basic sales rank filter, right? We're trying to cater our results to, the best, the fastest moving products. You can see our results have dwindled as we just instilled that initial filter. Secondly, we're going to eliminate Amazon as a competitor, right? Especially when you're new, you really want to avoid Amazon as a competitor on your listings as much as possible. And really, we're just going to do one more filter. And it's going to be that brand filter that we were just discussing, right? And so in this example, we're going to start by using Great Value in hopes we can find our first product to add to our catalog. And you can see once we add Great Value, our results completely got eliminated, right? We only have 16 products left. And so of those 16 products, first and foremost, we know they're Great Value, so I can easily identify where to purchase them. Secondly, their sales rank, they're ranked between 1 and 50,000, which is highly likely that they're going to have some sort of relative, decent velocity. And then we eliminated Amazon as a competitor, right? So if we click into our results, we'll see those 16 products. And what Keep a Product Finder really is good at, and we'll move this guy again here, move it up here, is we can kind of hover over and see at a glance what that Keep a graph looks like. Right, and so we can start just kind of clicking through and just clicking on and going into a keep a graph that looks good. And so we can see on this one, it's relatively consolidated in terms of the oscillation. It's consistent. So we'll click into the Amazon listing to see what we have to see. The buy box price is about 18. We have the 100 count here. Sales rank, or the estimated sales, is about 800. So obviously that plenty of volume. Considering how many offers, it's about 20. So anywhere between 30, 40, 50, somewhere in that range of expected sales that we'd be able to claim. And we can see a very solidified and consistent buy box. Buy box is between 16 and 18 with some potential for $20 to $23 sales, right? But we're going to be pricing in between the 18 and 20, right? And so with that being said, if we're pricing between 18 and 20, right, we know exactly what our price would need to be. And it's that 460, right? So if we type in a prospective price at 460, that would make us about 18-20%, and that's perfectly that's a perfectly acceptable good product, especially getting going, right? So if we hit this Google here, we could bring up potentially places where to find it, and it looks like Walmart is out of stock, which doesn't help us in this example, but they would have been $3.96 if they were in stock, and they might be in stock. So definitely check in your locations, see if you can pick this up. But if that was the case, right, if we do $3.96, we'd be making a healthy 20% margin on these specific products, and we could probably sell them 20, 30 times a month, right? So we're not going to count this. We'll keep going, right, because we couldn't actually purchase this, but this would be a good product. Now, having found this as a newer Amazon seller, you learn a bunch of stuff just by being on this listing. First and foremost, right, there's 10, 15 sellers that have found this and are actively selling it. And so we could easily click into any of their storefronts and go through the other products that they have in their store. Theoretically, right, you see another great value, so we know where to get that one. So we're theoretically finding some other potential opportunities to look into. So that's one way to advance. But secondly, so we'll keep it moving, right? And so we'll go back to Keyword Product Finder. And it looks like those are the same sorts of paper plates. So we'll click into this guy. Again, the buy box looked very consistent, steady, plenty of activity. 6-pack of these grape drink mixes. Looks like the price is in between 18 and 20 with some potential for higher consistent demand. Sales rank is okay. It's not great. Looks like we could expect about 200 sales, and with about 10 sellers to compete with, maybe 20 sales a month for us, 15, 20, somewhere in that range. At a $20 price point, we would need to be buying somewhere around 8. So just like we did for the last one, if we hit this Google button here, we can see exactly where we can purchase. And it looks like we may be in business here. If we go to Walmart here, the grape drink mix, looks like it's $137. Right, so we can do some quick math. If we head back to Amazon, our buy cost per unit is $137. Multiply that by 6, that's about $7. And for this example, right, we'd be making about $2 each on a $20 or $4 each on a $20 sale. It's about 20%. At, call it 10, 20 sales a month. I mean, that's a decent first product. Again, this allows us to learn a couple of things. First and foremost, this is a profitable one. You can sell this actively and make money, right? So starting your Amazon business, just getting the ball rolling. But more importantly, it leads us down different rabbit holes that can be additionally profitable, right? We have 10, 15 sellers that we can now learn from in terms of clicking into their storefronts, seeing what other products they have. Look at this. 52, I guess, other great value products, and you know exactly where to purchase those great value products, right? So we already have an advantage moving into our next couple sourcing products and hopefully potential purchases, right? But you can see how this business starts to snowball. You find one product, you have 10, 15, 20 sellers that you can now learn from. You can leverage their information, their sourcing, their products in their catalog, and map them back to similar stores. And the math is simple, right? The chances that for this example, this specific seller, these multiple hundreds of products, that there's not one other profitable product is super unlikely. And then you span that, extrapolate that over the course of 10, 15 sellers who each have, 10, 20, 30, potentially 100 products. You're exposed to thousands of product opportunities from likely similar sources and likely similar opportunities, right? And so that can't be underestimated in terms of how quickly this business starts to compound, right? So we accomplished what we were trying to do. We found our first couple products. As you build your Amazon store, this sourcing will get a lot easier, a lot more efficient. But with that being said, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate all your support, and we will see you in the next one.